2, 1, go. Same.
Good luck. Okay, and this is Donald Logan Quackers any percent PlayStation version, because on this game there are different versions. Talking about the 5th-gen versions, one version is the PC, Nintendo 64, and Dreamcast version, and a different other version is this one, the PlayStation version, which is entirely different to the other one. So that's the reason why the PS1 it's in a different leaderboard, on a different category, instead of the PC and 64 and the Dreamcast version that in some way are the same. So, well, this is Donald Duck Quackers. This is a game developed by Disney Interactive and with Ubisoft, and well, this was released back in 2000 for the console I have previously said, and this is the PlayStation version, which it's considered as the best one of this first version, because also for the 6th generation consoles, this game got a new version for
GameCube.
PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube. And well, since this is any percent, it means that we just need to complete all 16 stages, getting all energy orbs, and also we need to beat every boss to reach the Murloc stage. Because the full competition of this game is the 112% category, which means that we also need to do the time trials and get all toys of Donald's nephews, since they unlock a kind of auto-scroller of the stage, as you have saw that bug that have skipped. And if you activate this kind of toys, get activated too, and when you do that, there's a little timer, and that means that you need to catch the toy until the timer finishes. So if you do it, you get the toy, and there are 3 toys in every stage. So in total, since there are 4 principal stages, you need to collect a total of 12 toys in each, like, room or something like that. That it's this case. And also, just on this first warp room, you need to start on the first stage, because you're not able to enter to the next ones. But on the next warp rooms, you can select any stage you want. And also, when you finish the first stage of this warp room, you can play any of the other ones. But at least in my case, and I think that Chalp's gonna do it too, we are going with the normal route, of the stages. Or have you switched something? Ghostly path, I guess. Okay, that's on my case. I'm gonna go in the normal order of the stages. So the focus here is that we need to go and look to that orb. Some of the orbs are easy to see at first time, and other ones are a bit high, so we need to be careful and put some attention where does the orb is, in order to don't lose time, because if we finish a stage without getting the orb, we need to repeat the stage. And also the orbs unlock the...
Can you pause the game for a second?
Very dumb die.
Can you pause the game for a second, because I got disconnected twice?
Okay, and we're gonna restart the race. We're gonna restart the race.
We are gonna restart the race. Just wait for my... when my stream is back, because
my stream?
I'm getting some problem with my internet.
What are having problems with it? Okay, vamos a reiniciar. We're gonna restart. A mí se me hace que es el servidor, no que somos nosotros. Voy a ver si tengo mi otra partida. Vamos a empezar otra vez y voy a tener que explicar todo. Sí, porque ahorita estoy viendo, se frició la imagen. Well, and this is keep going, so Espérate, ya acordé, otra vez ya empezó. Okay, hello, I have restarted my stream. And how is your internet connection, Shadow? Hello, people. I have restarted. I don't know what happened. Okay, now it should work. I wanna see if I have my save file. So well, tell me when we are live.
I am live. I'm live now.
Okay, in my case, okay, I'm gonna restart. Okay, it looks like I'm still alive, so that's good. And Shadow's image is still being freeze. Staff, please, can you fix that? We'll be both glad if you do that. Staff. Okay, it looks like now you have image again, Shadow. Sorry, Setsu. Well, the same, both are Chileans. What's the matter? Okay, but it looks like we're good, but so... Are you ready, Shadow? I'm just restarting this. Start over. Okay, so we're gonna start again. So...
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you ready, Shadow? Okay, make the countdown again. Shadow? Shadow? Hello? Hello? I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing anything. Hello? Shadow? Okay, it looks like I have lost my connection with Shadow. I don't hear Shadow, staff. And reminder, I'm not hearing Shadow. And my mix going down again. Okay, I'm not hearing Shadow. So if Shadow's saying something, I'm not hearing anything. Okay. I'm just gonna wait that Shadow. He just went away from keyboard, yeah, I know. So are you there, Shadow? Sorry, Setsu. I don't know why I'm confusing there. Well, maybe because I'm sleepy as fuck right now. So, well, people, I don't know what is happening, but I'm just waiting. That's it to get ready for this meme race. I don't know why bother having problems, because I don't give a fuck about this shit. I just wanna go sleep. It's one of that marathon ends right now, but we have another game that we need to run. And I have run a lot of games today, and oh my god, I'm so tired as fuck. But I need to play the duck. So, well, what happened? So, I don't know why, but it's supposed that in Spanish, which is my principal language, I suck trying to improve something, but in English I can have great tunes. Setsu, please. So tell me when you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Everything is ready. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to start? Just tell me when. I mean, wait a moment. What's happening here? Okay, yeah.
In
Just
five,
make the countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Same.
Good luck. And it looks like you are sleepy as fuck too. So well, and I'm gonna talk again. This is Donald Duck and Going Quackers. This is a game developed by Disney Interactive Studios and published by Ubisoft. For me, or it wasn't that under. I don't remember this moment right now. And well, this is a PS1 version, and I need to mention that because there are two versions. The first version is for the PC, Nintendo 64, and Sega Dreamcast, and also this version, so the PS1 version. Talking about the 5th gen versions, since well, Sega Dreamcast is of 6th gen, but we include it on this since it was released on close to, on 2000 and the game on 2000. So well, since a different development team was doing the PS1 version. Okay, I have last time. Um, the game was so different comparing it with the PC, N64, and DC versions. And the categories that we both are running is any percent, which means that in this game we need to get as fast as possible to the boss stage, collecting all 16 orbs to unlock the bosses, because there are 4 kind of warp zones, and each warp zone has 4 stages. Nice Spanish background. And there are 4 stages for each zone. So in every stage there are okay, sorry for that background sounds from Zetsu. But you know that happens when well your family doesn't understand reason. And well, this is well, what was saying? Oh yeah, I have remembered. On this game and on any percent, there's well, and every zone there are 4 stages, and on which stage every of them one has 1 orb, and we need to collect all 4 orbs of every stage in order to unlock the boss zone. And the difference with the 112% completion, which means that it's a full completion of the game, and on that category we need to well get the time trials on stages and also get the toys, because as you have saw there's like a flying book that if we hit them, if we hit it, and it will appear a timer, and on that time we need to catch a toy. In every stage there are 3 toys that we need to collect and give to the Donald's nephews. In order to they allows you to play another stage that is an auto-scroller, and that stage unlocks a new costume for Donald, but since this is any percent we are not going for that. So this is a normal completion of the game in some way, without going for all hard stuff. And well, Setsu for now will be quiet for a bit, since you know, problems on a typical Latin American family that doesn't understand when somebody's streaming. And well, the plot of this game is that Daisy is the most important TV reporter, the most important TV informer, and she went to the Merlock's place in order to make a live footage about his new evil plans, but Merlock discovered her and then he decided to kidnap her, and now Donald he's now gonna to the Daisy's rescue, but first he needs to collect the orbs in order to have the full energy to move to the Merlock's place, to the Merlock's path. So in order for this, we're gonna play every stage, every normal stage that gives you an orb. So the extra stages that are unlocked with the toys, we're not gonna play since are not required on this category. And well, I have started with fourth stage, and this stage name was the Gorge. Now it's time to go to Who's track, and also something that I need to mention
Okay,
is
I'm back.
that, well, um, okay, hi back. Well, something I need to say is that, well, I forgot entirely what I was going to say thanks to that bad joke. So for now, let's continue until I remember what I was going to say. Okay, well, I'm playing this game on a PS2 with fast user speed, and Setsu is
PS1
playing
emulator.
it on a PS1 emulator, which is a bit slower, and also there are some minor bugs that we are not gonna to note since there are some bugs. For example, on emulators, when you play this game on an PC emulator, when you enter to a boss battle, there's certain boss battles, sometimes the music will not be played. That's not the case on a PS1 or even on a PS2, which is good in some way. And since the audio of my stream is the one that you are hearing right now, and you will hear fully all soundtrack of the game, which is also something curious that I need to say, because on 6th gen consoles, fast and okay, I died. There's a new version for the PlayStation 2 and GameCube that uses in some way the same engine or a similar engine like and code like the N64 DC and PC versions, but also it uses the PS1 soundtrack, which is like a nice combination, but also there are different games. And another fact is that in America this game was released as Donald Duck in Quackers, and in Europe this game was released as Donald Duck Quack Attack. And as far as I know, this game wasn't released on Japan, which is something bad. Something awful in some ways, since this is a very underrated game, because talking about Disney games, we are used to games like Aladdin and Lion King and all that stuff. Okay, I have catched unintentionally that toy, but that's because here it's one of that orbs and I have activated bugs. Doesn't matter. So we are used to see games like The Lion King, Aladdin, Kingdom Hearts game, Mickey's Mania and all that stuff, but what about Donald? He's also from... And also the Goops Troop game for SNES. It's another Disney game. Well, no, but what about Donald? Why anybody remembers this game? Well, and in America the game hasn't sold very well, but it was popular in Europe since it got a second release on Platinum version, which was nice. And on America, the game never was released on Reader's Kit, so that's something awful. Because it's a nice, underrated game. No, this is the end of the stage. I have died in one time, which is something awful in some way. Now it's time to go to Dangerous Cliff. This is the last stage of the first one room, and then we will be able to go to the first boss battle, which is the Bernadette's Peak. And we are gonna talk about it on a while. So also, as you have some, this is a combination between 2D and 3D stages, which is a nice combination of platforming entirely. And I'm gonna talk a bit about some power-ups. As you can see, I catch the milkshake, and when I am okay, I'm on the regular health status or something like that. And as you can see, Donald gets crazy, and I have a kind of invincibility for some seconds, but it doesn't save me about this kind of deaths, unfortunately. Okay, this is bad. And also sometimes some jumps are very precisely on this game, unfortunately. That makes it's a big challenge even on a casual mode. But also, if for example you got hit when you are normal Donald and you enter on a Mad Donald, as you can see in my case, unfortunately, you got into a Mad Donald status. So okay, I have died unfortunately again. You enter on a Mad Donald status, so if you catch the milkshake, you return to the normal Donald status, so which is nice. So it doesn't matter about the loading. The loading is that literally I'm using the best version, that it's PS2 with SDS, because sometimes I don't know if it's my console or also my disc. There are some parts that, well, the game will load faster, but it will get into a black screen for a long time, and so that vintage that I have about speed, it got lost for a while. Something that
And this level.
not good anyways.
Okay.
Well, at least I have finished Bernadette's,
I'm
well,
gonna talk
dangerous
about
clip.
Bernadette.
And now it's
Bernadette
time.
can insta-kill
Okay,
you
no.
if he box slammed you. So you need to avoid the hits of him. Because if you go to slam it, you need to repeat this fight again.
I all the time thought that she was her. Yeah, not him. It's a trap! Well, as Shadow said, the way to beat this enemy is just to move sideways. But first you need to be careful because it will throw some X, and also if it hit you and you get damaged. And these little chickens will came out from that X. So we need to make that Bernadette's got on a specific path, and then once time it falls 4 times and we'll be able to hit them. Okay, that was close. And also even it turns a bit harder to beat this boss. Okay, that was close to be bad. I was gonna die on that part. Fortunately, anything bad happened. Oh dang! Okay, I have died here. That was so bad, so repeat. Unfortunately, as you have saw, I made a mistake because a fast strat to finish this is, as you have saw, you need to move faster when you are down off Bernadette. But since I have moved slower, I have died, and I just needed one hit to beat this boss. But unfortunately, I need to wait more, because I have to start again. But also there are some other stages that the bosses are annoying, like Magica. We need to wait until we reach that boss stage on Warp 3.
Don't tell me again my screen is down.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you.
You know what? I'm gonna be recording this footage because I don't want to start this run again.
Also my stream's dying, but at least it looks like my sound keeps out. Oh, even my audio keeps off. I see. Okay, at least I have my audio, and I need to say that Zetsu, as you can see, we are having big issues, technical issues with this. So also his local recording, just in case. So you will see that sometimes the image will freeze, and it will turn back just if Shadow decides to restart the stream. But he will continue here on BC. So if I continue streaming, you can hear him talking, so that's not to be a big problem. It's not be a big problem for it. But well, that kind of stuff happens when your ISP is a bullshit. But whatever. And imagine using this kind of words when you're playing a kids game. Well, and now I have finished the first. What the heck? Okay, that was close to be a death. And well, now I need to say that I have completed the first warp room, and now I'm on the second one, which is the city. And well, it took me a bit. Oh my goodness, I am dying a lot. Well, what? By good points, I have died next to a checkpoint, which was nice. And well, on this stage, as you have saw, comparing with the previous one, there are a lot of changes and ambientation and all that stuff, and also there are some new enemies that will appear in our game, because every warp room has a different ambientation and also different bosses, different enemies and all that stuff, which is something cool.
Okay, I think my screen is back.
BTGQ is a short game. Okay, it looks like Zetsu stream is back, so that's good. And well, as I was saying, I have forgot again what I was saying. So Riven, I have died again. nice meme game. Nice Donald. I don't know why do you like to make that I lose many lives, but
I didn't just level like 5 times.
That's not a big problem because well, at least on this game, the good part is that you can gain lives easily, so dying shouldn't need to be a big issue, since well you can save this, you can save your run, since you can gain a lot of life, because there's a lot of 1-ups everywhere, and also if you collect the stars, when you get 100 stars you will also gain life. So dying shouldn't be an issue. So this was a very big bad start, and yeah, it looks like Shadow's connection is going so freaking bad, which is something awful. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. And I can hear you here on Discord. Okay, I have changed the priority of OBS, so I hope that I don't have any problem, any connection issue. So this is the roofs, the second stage of the second warp room. Also, there's no big stuff to say here, unless that, as you have saw sometimes, the physics of this game will be a bit tricky, because sometimes it looks like you can reach something or it's solid, but it's really not, or the game doesn't recognize that some stuff is solid. So that's a big issue of this game, and now I'm hearing you again, Zetsu. Okay, that's nice. And this is an example about what I was saying before about lives. You can find lives everywhere, so if you are dying, and you don't need to focus a lot on it, because I mean, it's easy to catch the stars, and also it's easy to catch a lot of 1-ups that are in all states. Like for example, this one that is on the air, I just need to jump to get it, and it's not a big deal like in other video games where the double jump, it's a bit hard to do. It's more easy. It's so easy on this game. Just if you can do it, it's because you have lost a big amount of time trying to get it. So that will be just the only reason that you will fail one of this. And well, the good part is that I have finished the roofs deadless, so that's good. And it was a gold too, but I still having close to 3 minutes lost comparing it with my PB, because also I'm comparing this with my PB. Just if something happens, since well, world record it's like 45 minutes if I remember correctly, and it's done on emulator, so my PB is still being free because PS2 with an FDS will be more faster than a PS1 emulator. And also it has been recently I have get the PS2 and also I have to start to run the game. So that means that I still have a lot of time to save.
Excuse me for this, but when I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do a save state and then closing the emulator because it's getting too lag.
Well, that's another problem that sometimes you can have with PC emulators, that it will lag a lot, more if your internet connection is not good, so zetsu's gonna restart the emulator. It's gonna make sense they will restart the emulator, hoping that everything goes fine.
It's like it now.
And also, as you can see the orbs maybe are not a big problem for for Zetsu and for me, since well we know where does the orbs are, so if we forget them it will be when we are close, we can go back for them, so that's not a big deal. That rarely is gonna happen that we'll miss one of the orbs, but that's something that happens when you start to run the game. Maybe on your first run you will forget where does the orbs are, but in your second run you can remember.
Yeah, one thing I forgot the ghostly bad orb, and I didn't screen that day.
And also we have this mad dog. This dog that looks like a goose. Nice meme, nice race. And this need to be called Fight Against ISP, because we are fighting in order to try to get a good streaming, good connection for this. Now, Urban Hike Race, this is the last stage of second zone. And well, it doesn't matter that Shadow... I forgot, I don't know why I'm confusing, maybe because I'm not used to talk with Zetsu or run with Zetsu. But and now Zetsu and it doesn't matter that Zetsu make a save state and restart it later, since well in some way we are so close to it, so that shouldn't be an issue. Also Zetsu PV is 55 minutes, I don't remember the seconds.
It's 42.
Okay. Zetsu's PV, Shadow PV is 58.35 and my PV is 58.30, so I went to Shadow, who is the guy who's making this marathon. And as you have heard, Zetsu has 55 minutes PV, 55.42, which is better than mine. So that gives him a little advantage to get a better time on this race, even if he had to start. And also, as you can see on this part, suppose that is gonna make me damage, but there are some points that if you jump correctly and you will not take damage, and that is gonna help a lot. some parts just to save time. Okay, the duck hasn't recognized my inputs. So for now I think I'm gonna keep quiet for it until I finish this. Finish the stage, and that was bad since I have died close to the end of the stage, and sometimes that's in some way a bit troll. Now it's time to go to Beagle's Boy's Tower. This is another villain that we have saw in some Donald Duck episodes, because also you can find here the bosses are characters that had appeared before on Donald Duck episodes from Disney. So this boss battle in some way it's easy. You need to wait that he used the wrecking ball and hit this roof 3 times. Then it will get stuck, he will get out, and you just need to kick his butt. And then he will start to throw some TNTs and you need to bait them. Now on this part I need to be careful since he now on this second phase some parts of the roof are gonna start to fall down every time he hits here. So somebody needs to be careful on this part and must with the TNTs, because this used to be tricky and troll sometimes. So we need to find a way in order to don't get hit by that TNTs, because we are gonna turn into Matt Donald and there's no milkshake, so that's not good in any sense in any way.
Matt Donald. Ah, not that.
Okay, he hit me. Unfortunately, I haven't checked correctly and I got hit unfortunately. Now this is the hardest point. No! Nice OOB, dude. Okay, that was a death, an unfortunate death, and it was sad because I was gonna beat him. So close. I don't explain everything. Oh, this again, since I have explained who's gonna happen. Just tell me when you have finished the second war. And there we go.
Instead of going to the normal route for me into ghost level, I'm gonna start with ghost repath.
Okay. So now this is the moment to change routes. As Setsu said, he's gonna go for Ghostly Path. And now we start with the, in some way, hard stages, and Ghostly Path is one of that ones since it has a lot of enemies and traps, so it's easy to die on that stage. So Setsu is gonna take that stage first, but I'm gonna go for the first one, which is Hound Hole. No, I don't want to save. What the?
Save in just
What the heck?
if you get a crash.
I hope that I don't get a crash, because sometimes, as I've said before, I don't know if it is a problem with my console or with my disc, but sometimes my loading screens are long. For example, when I enter a stage or I came out of one, I get a black screen for a big amount of time. Unfortunately, I haven't got any kind of crash or soft lock on this. I have got some weird out of bounds, but not soft lock or crash. I hope that never happens to me. But well, this is a game that was published by Ubisoft, so that's something common to happen with Ubisoft games. Also, there's some new enemies that kind of Frankenstein big dogs, and you can hit them directly. You need to jump over them, and then you need to jump again over them. You wanna beat them. If you try to make a melee attack or something like that, sometimes it will happen, but big part of the time they will just damage you. So we don't want it to happen. We're gonna try to keep as far as we can the normal status of donuts, since these ghostly stages are a bit dangerous to complete safely. Not so hard, but in some way these stages can be some run killers. I'm talking about little runs. I thought that I have forgot the orb, but I have to remember that it's on the last part of the stage in this one. So I'm gonna jump over here, and I'm gonna go here, use the orb, and I take it and then go out. And well, that was another golden split, but I still haven't close to 5 minutes lost. So it's time to move to Eerie Alley. I don't know if
Let's fucking
Shadow...
go. We sleep pass it with 2 deaths.
Okay, that was cool. And now we have that issue that I have told before with my PS2, that sometimes the screen gets some black, and I think that the game got crashed, but in this case it wasn't. But I'm gonna see, because also this console that I have, I don't know how much it was used and how it was used since I got this console on second time it was used. So maybe in the future I'm gonna change the laser, and also the disc is not also in a good condition. It's not so scratched since I have the game used to, but well, I don't know why that happens, and also since I am the first runner of this game on a PS2, so there's a lot of stuff that I need to look also, because I don't know if on another version of the PS2 the game will be faster, as in some rare cases like Crash Racing, where the best version is the 30K consoles instead of 90K, which the game lacks. And Well, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fine on this game, because if you try to zigzag like you are used to do in other games, it doesn't matter since Donald movements are like something robotic, so it doesn't matter if you try and have that again. Nice meme. Because, well, that was my mistake, I have forgot that part. Sometimes the muscular memory can be true. And why I have died again? Okay, as you have saw, if you die a certain amount of times on a stage, you will see a little animation of Donald getting mad, taking his hat, throwing it to the floor, and getting mad thanks to it. So we don't want that we die a lot, since, well, there's a possibility. And why I have... okay, because there's a possibility that if you die a lot, you can see that animation of Donald getting mad. So if you get it, you will lose time thanks to the duration of that animation. What the... I got through again. Yeah, sometimes this game can be frustrating. Imagine frustrating with a Disney game that's not Kingdom Hearts. So well, finally I have finished this stage. And I think that was a big sign of frustration from Zetsu. I don't know what happened. Now I'm gonna go to Louis' creepy corridor, and then I will move to Godly Path, which is the stage that Zetsu decide to play first. And I will explain what happened on that kind of stages and why is the reason that you may fail on that. And also we see that weird case that soundtrack doesn't fit at all with the ambientation of the stage. That's something that happens on this one version. The other version, since I have
Ryan took us back for a second time.
nice meme. Okay, that was a risky strat that I wasn't expecting to get. As you have saw, I have... okay, what happened here? Why I can see anything. As you have saw, I have tried to move in order to skip the trap that was on the roof, and that was a risky strat in some way. I mean, as you have saw, it's possible to do, but it requires big precision. And also, you just need to catch the orbs, so catch them. We gain more lives, so we don't need to mind about dying. Because also, if you get a game over, you can continue on which part are you on. So that's something cool. And yeah, it's weird that we just got issues with the RTMP because, well, I got a marathon in the morning, and it's supposed that I needed to stream to Mixer, and also I got problems on Mixer, and I was on another marathon, and I use an RTMP server, and I haven't got any kind of problems. But also I think that it's my ISP too, since on these weeks it has got many kind of problems. It doesn't matter how many times did I talk about this, they never fix them, so I'm gonna look for a new ISP next year. Hello? Thank you. Okay, nice hit.
Nice dead.
What? Okay, this dog is kidding me. This dog is so troll. I got dog rolled. And again. Okay, that's the reason why these stages are a big nightmare, since you can die a lot. And this is not like other games that had an easy mode, so hardcore gaming is the only way.
Oh.
Finally, I have reached this part, which is less cool. So I'm gonna wait here, so I don't wanna die that thing in.
I want to enter this level, and then I'm gonna enter to Magic as 5.
Okay, now should have heard said he's still having problems, but at last he reached now the last stage, and well, I have forgot that I was on Godly Path, so I was saying, wait, why I'm dying a lot? And that's because I'm Godly Path. And you have saw in this stage it's easy to die and also to get hit. So sometimes it's a little nightmare. Also, if you're attempting to complete this even in a casual mode. And also catching that milkshake, it's a bit hard, and also that little skip that I've done, it's a bit hard to get, but when you get it, that's nice because you can save a decent amount of time. Talking about seconds, but it's something. Now it's turn to go to Magic Ass Devils. Magic Ass Devils down, and this fight it looks easy, but sometimes a bit tricky because there will be some kind of enemies that we need to beat, as the case of with Bernadette. And on that stage, once when we have beaten that enemies, she's gonna attack us. So, and also as you can see, she throws some fireballs while we are trying to beat that enemies. So she's gonna try to attack us, and in the first phase it will be just one time. It will be 2 times, sorry, and on the next one, and on third, and then this second one will be 3 times, and on last phase will be, and the last phase will be. And also, if she's throwing us that fireballs, that means that we have some enemies that we haven't beaten. And also, something good is that now I got the angry duck, but she throws a milkshake on the second kid, which is good. But also I need to be careful, because now this last part is a bit hard, and it will make you lose a big amount of lives. And also if Setsu doesn't get a good pace, because he used to die here a lot, and also sometimes they die a lot, and that will be something really bad enough. And also something that maybe you have known about the bosses is that when you can hit them, there appear some red arrows. That means that that's the correct moment to hit them. And fortunately, I have finished this stage deathless, which it was cool. And also, it was a very nice gold. Also, Murloc, it's more easiest in some way than Magic S, but also it's a bit tricky. And now we're gonna go to the last warp room of the game, and also Setsu, have you finished the Magic
that's it. Yes.
Okay, good luck. We'll keep quiet.
Yeah, I finished the Mega fight. With death.
Without die?
2 deaths.
That sucks too. Okay, that sucks, but well. And this is the last warp room. And also, there's not so much enemies, but some of them are a bit tricky to beat also. So we are gonna try to be careful, and if we got luck, and we can get a sub 1 hour time, which is good because I forgot how much it was the estimate. I think it was 1 hour and 10 minutes. As you can see, depending on the zones, the enemies are different, which is something cool because in other video games, like for example, okay, first, as you have saw here, and there was a milkshake, but I was turning into McDonald. The old McDonald have a barn. I don't know who's the song. As you saw, I have to wait a bit in order to catch the milkshake, because if you catch the milkshake while you have that invincibility time, the milkshake will go out and you will not have the effect of it, so we don't want that it happens. And also, this is one of the tricky enemies. As you have seen, I got damage. And this is because sometimes the hitbox sounds of some enemies are a little tricky and a little weird. Sometimes we'll not be able to know if we have beat them correctly. or what happened. So thanks to it, in some parts we are trying to don't get damage in order to use the damage boost, but just when we are aware that next to it will be a milkshake. Okay, now this is the worst part. I've died again a lot. And it sucked because in this part there was a checkpoint that I wasn't able to reach that time, so that time, last time. And well, in this last part I used to make these damage boosts in, well, we have again that kind of enemy, so I try to that enemy with that mask with spikes, with spinny mask, so in some way I try to reach that part without getting damage. That's a normal Donald. And again I'm having that black screen. Nice. Well, I have started to load. Very well. Now it's time to move to the this stage. This is the second stage of this last module. There's no anything interesting to say. Just like, for example, we have now this anthropomorphic crocodiles. And also sometimes when some enemies like that appears, we need to be careful about our movements, because maybe close there's a milkshake in some ways and we know where some of them are, so we'll try to don't get hit in order to can use the invincibility of the milkshakes. That maybe it's not a very long time, but it's helpful. This is a risky part, that if you don't move correctly, maybe you can fall down and you will die when you touch the lava. Also, we don't want that it happens. Risky part! Oh my goodness, that was a good save. I was close to die on that part, but fortunately anything bad happened, and also that was another gold. Definitely this is not a PB, I have lost a big amount of time, but I'm having a lot of golds, which is nice. And that last part of Artifact Way, if you don't move correctly, you're gonna die. And this is awful. That's awful, since that's the last part of the stage, and that translates on more lost time. butterfly, but let's suppose that I catch. Also, this is a big time concentration since a little mistake can make that real big amount of time. And most with this stage because from all the stages of this last warp room, this is the one that I used to have. This and the last one are the most hardest for me. Okay, nice way to die. Me there. And also to get a mad duck. As you have saw here, here is easy to die. So, well, we're gonna attempt to don't get something like that. And now I hope that you can check something that's gonna happen in a couple of minutes here with my A video that I don't know, but it's weird how the soundtrack changes.
Are you in the final level?
Nope. No, third one. But I have forgot if it was on the stage or on the last one when the music changed. Okay, the music changes. That will be on the next stage, so don't worry guys. I don't know why it happens or why, or if that was intended to happen. It's a weird music change. Now it's time to go to the last stage, which is Asian Fate. And then we're gonna go to the ceremonial room where is Merlock. And we're gonna rescue Daisy.
Imagine getting hit by a crocodile.
Imagine.
Did you get the mad duck? Yeah.
I got the mad duck. Have you heard that? Epic. And my volume is slow. This is what this is what I call pato imputado. Or pato encabronado. Well, at last stage is a bit easier than the Nephew's stage. And also that fireballs are a bit troll. So normal on the first rounds, you maybe forget that. Okay, and now I hope that you can have noted that the music, there's a specific point that the music changes, and that change doesn't have any kind of sense on any way, since it's the last part of the stage. And well, now I'm gonna go into the ceremonial room, which is the last stage of the game and also the last boss battle. This will be the Murloc's battle, and well, this is a bit tricky.
And do you want to do
parts, so
do you want to do
I'm gonna
Insanity?
try to be careful.
Do you want to do Insanity and
What?
go entering to Murloc at the same time?
I have entered to Murloc right
Nope,
now.
I entered level.
Have you entered? No, doesn't matter. I have started on this stage, but it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I have died.
You entered
but
to
as I've said,
you entered the Murloc stage?
I'm not on. Yeah, I'm not on the second phase. So you have seen, and there's like a little shield that activates when he's on the ground. So if we want to hit him, we need to wait that fire walls disappear. You know, on this one, this is the last. Well, the last of this, and now it will happen twice. So, oh damn, I have
You
died.
died?
What a meme.
Same.
Yeah, I died. And I got damage again because I have noticed. So I'm gonna make a game over abuse. Well, data abuse, just to be on a better mood. Because the most trickiest part will be the last Murloc's pace. With that firewall, so if you can be fine on, if you are like a normal dot, the normal Donald, finishing the second phase, that's something good. Because you need to have third phase. In the third phase you need to be normal Donald if you wanna get possibility, since it's a bit harder to beat him. So now I'm again on the last phase.
And time.
No, okay, you won me, nice. And also time will finish when I hit Murloc. The last hit of Murloc, so time is coming. Okay, it doesn't matter, and
GG.
time.
Hey! What's going on with my machine?
GG for you too. Nice, and it was a golden split. I've lost 5 minutes comparing with my PV, but it's fine. In some way, even with the issues that we got, it was a very close race. So we need to admit that it was a good race. It was a very close race. We haven't lost many time as I was expecting, to be honest, because I feel that we have gonna take get like a 1.8 or more, and this was 103 for bot, but there's a difference from seconds, so that's something good, because now my sum of best went down to 5310, and I'm glad okay, because my sum of best was 55. My PB is 5833, so I hope that in a future time I can take this back. And maybe if there's a new marathon, we need to make 112% race, just for memes. And I hope that for that moment we don't have any kind of ISP problem, so I think that now it's time to watch this last cutscene when the game finishes. And something that I need to say, that on PC version and also on Dreamcast version, even since the PS1 version is different to the other ones, the same FMV videos are used on both versions. Well, on PC I'm not sure since I have played, but at least on Dreamcast are the same ones. But we can't say that about N64 because, you know, cartridge and all that stuff.
I know what this machine does. Brilliant!
Hey, maybe that's a nickel.
LOL. And this is how Donald Duck saved the day. Nice meme.
Murloc certainly had fancy taste.
And that was the evil plan for Murloc, just to have a machine that makes chocolate popcorn.
Donald, thank you for rescuing me. You're my hero.
So well. And I think that now this has finished, so I'm gonna cut the stream in a while. Something.
And thanks everyone for watching this marathon. I enjoyed participating on this final run. Thanks Al for the support. Thanks to Tess for helping us with the servers. Thanks to Shadow for doing this marathon. And see you later.
And also, this is the moment that we invite Shadow to come to BC. Shadow, come here. You need to talk about this because this is your marathon, and this was the last run of the day. So, for my part, I am